Welcome to science class. In this class we learn about reproduction and modification in plants. We know already that flowering plants have root, stem and leaves. They are called vegetative organs. Flowers, fruits and seeds in a plant are called reproductive organs. In earlier classes, we have seen that new plants can be grown from seeds. In this lesson, we are going to know how a flower changes itself into a fruit. In this class, we learn about reproduction, the process by which plants and animals produce young ones and increase their number is known as reproduction. When plants are reproduced from seeds, we call that process as sexual reproduction. All other ways of reproduction without seed are called as asexual reproduction. For example, drumstick tree can be grown from both seeds and stem cuttings. Sexual reproduction. Seed is produced from a flower by the process of pollination and fertilization. This is known as sexual reproduction. To understand how seeds are formed in a flower, first we need to understand parts of flowers. Now we learn about parts of flowers. This is the LS of flower showing its parts. This is sepal, petals, stamen and pistil. Here stamen consists filament and anther. In pistil, stigma, style, ovary and ovule are present. In a bud, we can see a green color leaf-like structure which cover the whole bud or flower. This is known as sepal. Each of these green-like structure present as an outermost layer is called as sepal. The outermost ring of sepals is known as calyx. This figure shows sepal and petal. Petals are the largest part of flowers. They are often attractive, bright colored, sometimes sweet scented and attract the insects. This ring of petals together is called corolla. In hibiscus, the inner to this corolla, we can observe a long tube on which many stamens are arranged. This ring of flower is called androecium. This is androecium, a male part of flowers. Each stamen consists of two parts. A stalk called filament and a lobe called anther. This is filament. This lobe is known as anther. In which, if we touch these lobes in a mature flower, we can get a powdery substance called pollen grains or male reproductive part. Inside the androecium ring, we can find a female reproductive part of flower called gynoecium. This part with a swollen bottom part. This is the ovary. Seeds are produced in this part and on top of the ovary there is a slender tube-like structure called style. The topmost sticky tip of the style is stigma. Pollen grains are received here, received by the stigma. Pollen grains are received by the stigma. This is the fourth ring of a flower. Next, we learn about types of flowers. Flowers and their role in reproduction. Flowers can be divided into two types, complete flower and incomplete flower. If all the four holes, calyx, corolla, stamens and pistil are present, then the flower is called as complete flower. Complete flowers are bisexual flowers. This is the complete flower or bisexual flower. If any of these four holes is missing, then it is called as an incomplete flower. Incomplete flowers are unisexual flowers. This is incomplete flower or unisexual flower. The one in incomplete flower, the one with androecium and without gynoecium is called male flower. One flower with androecium and without gynoecium is called as male flower. Whereas the one flower with gynoecium and without androecium is known as female flowers. These are called unisexual flowers. Students, I hope you all have understood about reproduction of plants. Thank you.